We are going to have breakfast here at the Nantahala Mountain Lodge, and then we are hitting the trail for the next few days. Today is Sassafras coming up out of the Nantahala Outdoor Center, and it is a part of the trail that a lot of people talk about, anticipate, and get fearful of. So the 6 of us that have stayed at the lodge have each come up with a mantra to get ourselves through the day. Mine is, Sassafras will not kick my ass.
And for me, the redneck comes out, so it's got to be get her done.
Okay. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
Tough times don't last, tough people do.
And it's not going to be, I think I can. It's going to be, I can.
My mantra today is, I am stronger, I am faster, I will win.
We're headed out across the Nantahala and up Sassafras.
Those guys, it's 32 degrees, they must be pretty chilly in the water.
All right, we're about a third of the way up Sassafras Mountain. Got a beautifully clear day. We have no idea what Sassafras looks like or where it is, if it's in front of us or on over some of these other humps. So far we're doing good. Sassafras will not kick my ass. Little blue blaze, where we bumped into our friend Hemingway. We're a mile from the summit of Sassafras, and we came to this clearing where we could see down to the river. And we're not sure that's exactly the NOC, but it may be the area just before it that looked a little defunct. But pretty cool. These mountains are beautiful. We're not going to stop long. We're going to keep our legs going. Is that all you got? We just made it to the top of Sassafras. Now over Cheoah Bald. We made it to Sassafras Gap Shelter and looked down the hill that 1/10 of a mile, and none of us wanted to go down a 1/10 of a mile. And it was a little too cold to stop for lunch. So we are continuing to make tracks up to Cheoah Bald. It is gotten colder since we have gotten over Sassafras and coming up to the top of Cheoah Gap, or Cheoah Bald, sorry. Holy guacamole! Now this is the lunch place. Good work, Trigger. We worked our tail feathers off, and this is the reward. Cheoah Bald. Really, really worth all the exertion we put in this morning. We worked hard for this. Well, I want to remind you before you listen to this next episode that my trail name is Cushy Life. And I am not going to apologize for that. And if that bothers you, then you probably don't want to watch this channel anymore. Because, true to my name, I will be comfortable all the way up the trail as much as I can be. We came down from Cheoah Bald to a campsite called Locust Cove that was in a gap, and there was a big wind coming through, and it's supposed to be about 20-25 degrees tonight. And we all felt like we still had gas in the tank. So we have called ahead to some cabins in Stecoah Gap, and they have availability tonight, and it's $25 a person, and we will get more showers and a good opportunity to stretch. We will be eating out of our trail supply food, however, because we all have resupplies coming up at Fontana Lodge. So the idea from here is that tomorrow we're set up really well to do Jacob's Ladder, and we could take a little bit of a longer day tomorrow and just have a Nero, maybe a 3 or 4 miles coming into Fontana Lodge the next day, and which is where we've had planned to stay anyways. So You know, the trail provides. How many of you guys are upset about staying inside tonight?
Not I, not me.
Spin, are you upset? And how about you, Roadrunner? Are you upset about staying inside tonight?
Inside.
Are you upset about it?
Are you upset about going to the cabin?
I am so excited. I am blessed to be with you people.
And if that wasn't further evidence of why we're called the walking deaf, I don't know what it was. So I wanted to share an observation about the trail that I've had today since we have crossed the Nantahala River. There has been no more fire damage on this side of the river. So once we crossed the North Carolina border, all the way to the Nantahala River is where all that fire damage occurred, and it must have stopped at the river. Because, as you can see, these woods around us have no evidence at all of that destruction. So that was just a little trail observation. And wanted to give you an update on where the other Dirty Dozen are. We actually have our first member hitting the Smokies today. Cisco is headed in to the Smokies 3 days ahead of us, and we couldn't be happier for him. He has worked his tail off to get himself there and was feeling really good and energetic, and in he headed. Then there's me and Trigger and Spinner and Roadrunner, and we'll be in Stecoah Gap tonight. And then we have right behind us Costa and Diesel. They were going to go anywhere from 6 to 10 miles today, so we'll miss the opportunity to camp with them tonight, but they're right on our heels. And then we have Mulligan and Isaac, the Australian, and Sweatsicles, who was also had 100 different names on the trail so far, and Elle, and they are all coming out of Franklin, headed towards the NOC, so just a day or two behind where we are. We have Bambi, who got off the trail for about 5 or 6 days, was feeling some pain and wanted to get it checked out, and he had family close enough by, so he got off for a few days and has seen a doctor, and the doctor approved him to come back on the trail tomorrow. So I believe he's starting from Franklin and heading back on the trail. And then Will, our friend who headed back to Florida with his patella issue. And we texted with him last night, and he is got an appointment on Monday at the VA center to go ahead and get himself checked out there. So just a quick update on where the rest of our folks are, and we're all still staying connected even though we're not hiking together. It's amazing how those trail relationships work over distance. It's really, really nice. Someday we're gonna get a dud of a place, but they just closed the door on me. But this is not the day. We have yet another nice accommodation. What is this called?
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods at Stecoah Gap.
The wood shop.
They came and picked us up off the trail with just a few minutes notice. It's got one bedroom. The guys are all going to share the living room. And we have an interloper with us tonight that we don't know very well, but we did meet on the trail. And we will be in here. Life is good. Another shower tonight.